When I hired Richard Allen, I gave him one simple instruction: go over there and fix this. I mean, we've dealt with some of these problems for the last 2 or 3 decades. It's time for us to fix the problem. What he has come up with, he and his staff, and we were in the office talking about it a moment ago, they have come up with the first comprehensive strategic program to not only address some of the problems that we have today, but also going forward. This program is going to allow us to build a foundation that I think corrects once and for all so many of the problems that we've had for a generation here. Now, what we're going to do, though, we're going to look at 20,000 acres of land. And we're going to look at the 20,000 acres of land. We say we're going to use it for the people of Alabama to relieve some of the burdens that our taxpayers have to pay for corrections today. Now, that may mean that we may lease a piece of property, we may sell a piece of property, we may joint venture, but to have this much property, especially property that is as expensive as some of this property is, just laying fallow, doing nothing, being totally non-productive as it has in the past, we're not going to do that. We're going to go out and we're going to survey each piece of property, and we're going to look at it and say, what do we need to do with this, like any business person would, like any of you would. There. We'll lease it, we'll sell it, we'll joint venture it, whatever is best for the state of Alabama, because to take this massive amount of property we have all over the state and get no return, it has never made any sense. And I think this, even if he doesn't get it all this time, we may have some contracts that will allow this money to come in for the next 10, 20, 30 years. Alabama, it makes no sense to take land and keep it unproductive. There was a piece of land sold down in Atmore that had been there for years and years, never did anything. They sold it. Now you go down there, there's thriving businesses on it, it's generating income, it's generating jobs. That's what we need to do with this land. There's another thing. A lot of times we do things because we've always done them. If you look back at the amount of money that we have lost on the cattle farm, the amount of money it takes to run our catfish operations, the state of Alabama can no longer afford to lose money to the extent that we have in some of these operations that we've had for years. It will all be bid. It will all be public. Everyone in the state of Alabama is going to know what's out there, and we hope that we have a lot of people that are interested in developing something.